Mr. Rebel, are you there? Are you talking to me? Are you calling to me? Fall in my arms, Mr. Rebel. Come in my yard, Mr. Rebel. Yeah. Mr. Rebel, are you there? Are you on me? Are you scared? Are you in? Are you out? What do you want? What do you say to me now? Falling, you're falling behind. Finally gone, I'm the one with the winning prize. And I say freedom is a must, you know. I'm the shooting sound. I'm the sound on the ground, I'm the winning sound. I'm the crown, I'm the vibe, I'm the leading vibe. You move me to my mind. I've been out, I've been at the other side. You take me out, I know you to be my friend. I've been down, I've been out now.
Echo 91.1 FM, the refreshing voice of Nigeria.
Yes, Echo 91.1 FM, the refreshing voice of Nigeria. The previous song you listened to before this one by Thames, which she titled Mr. Rebel, was by Lucky Dube, saying Crazy World. It is indeed a crazy world, and the topic we're about to talk about today is a crazy topic on Campus Crocs. It is still Echo 91.1 FM, the refreshing voice of Nigeria, Midday, Rendezvous, and I'm here with the one and only Juliet Bo. I'm going to introduce myself first of all. You know that's how it's done. The host has to introduce himself before anything else. I remain the not so humble host, Richard Jemmy Noya Shimi, Jemmy for short, but you can call me Mr. Cool, Calm and Collected, aka Mr. Triple C, like they call me, baby. You know what I mean? Like I said, I've got my everlasting and usual guest in the studio on Campus Crocs today. Let me give her should I do the honors, or you want to do it yourself? Do it yourself now. It's short and sweet. Your introduction is short and sweet, so go ahead.
Well, as usual, we still Juliet on Campus Crocs.
Exactly, like I said, it's short and sweet, just like that, simple and short. Okay, like I said, it's a crazy topic today, because we're living in a crazy world, just like Lucky Dube, who happens to be my favorite reggae musician. Let's digress a bit. You have a favorite reggae musician?
Huh?
Okay, give me a minute. You listen to reggae music?
Not really. Not really.
I should kick you out of my show.
Oh.
Honestly speaking. Okay, but that's what we're talking about today. For reggae, it's on Sundays, not now. It's the weekend. Of course, Triple C will be heading reggae on Echo 91.1 FM. Right now, today's topic is economic hardship on students in university, and the mental health, the mental state of students, and the coping mechanisms that students can, abide, or that they can use in schools, universities, even secondary schools as well, to endure the hardship that is, taking a serious toll on every single person, not even just students. Now, we're talking about, generally speaking, it is taking a serious toll. We know the economic hardship, things have gone up, the prices of things have shot up seriously, fuel and even telecom. I'm talking about your network provider, the data that you use, the airtime, everything's going up, And we've got students in school who can barely feed 3 square meals a day. You know what I mean? Even 2 sometimes. So there's a way we do it, or the way they do it. I used to do it too as well. There's a pattern like morning at 101 exactly, like information in school. Then what was information in school?
Mine was 101, or sometimes it is always 001.
001. Is it when it's 001? Is it when it's when you have early morning classes, or it's when Sakba?
The Sakba period.
Well, I don't really eat in the morning. Even when I come to the office, I don't eat. I don't eat in the morning. You never catch me eating by 7, 8, 9, 10. It's usually by 12. Now let's get back to the topic today on Campus Crocs. The economic hardship on the university students and also secondary school students. It is why I'm talking about today's topic is because I read a story. It's even from your alma mater, your school, Lauren. You went,
Yes.
A young man. Let me just quickly read out the story real quick. A young man committed suicide, Lauren, recently, and one was about to attempt suicide again, but not from a different school actually. You know, things are happening. Like Tem said, crazy things are really happening. You know, now a first class, a first class 200 level mass communication students for that matter, who's supposed to be a radio presenter or is even a presenter afterwards. A first class 200 level mass communication student has committed suicide in Ilorin due to hardship. His friends have been contributing to pay his fees and feeding because his father recently passed, leaving his mom as the only support. He a retired school teacher. His roommates left for lectures. Upon their return, they found his lifeless body on the floor. He had taken a poisonous chemical and left a note saying the financial pressure is much and he couldn't endure any much longer. It happened last week.
Wow.
Now, just this Monday, that was this Monday that just passed, another mass communication student was rescued attempting to hang himself over the same economic hardship. It's crazy. Now, we lost a first class graduate. Not a undergraduate, a first class undergraduate from the University of Ilorin because of economic hardship. He said the father passed away and it's just the mom, and his friends have been the one, contributing money to pay for his fees and feeding. And one day they came back from school and saw that his lifeless body was on the floor with a handwritten note from him saying the economic hardship is too much for him to bear. The pressure and everything is too much for him to bear. That's this is just one case. We've had so many cases of past suicides from students, and it wasn't as bad as it is now.
Yes.
Now it's way worse, 10 times.
Worse, yes.
So a lot of students are going through a lot that they honestly cannot even come out to say because maybe they feel ashamed. People are gonna mock me, gonna laugh at me. Now, I don't know if we have this in school. Now, this is one of my solutions. I'm going to come to you and ask you about your own solution. This is one of my own solutions. I study psychology. I don't know if we have something called a guardian's counselor in schools. Do we have that? Even in secondary schools as well, do we have a guardian's counselor? People that we've got admins. We've got the vice chancellors, we've got the bursary, we've got other positions in schools. But do we have a guardians counselor or that's a counselor basically?
That students can always go to
when they're going through some mental health issues and all of that. I don't think we have. Do we have that in schools? I think we should. That is, like I said, is one of my solutions to all of these suicide cases and mental health struggles for students. It should be an office that should be put in place in every university across the country, nationwide.
Yeah.
A guidance counselor that we can talk to, or I'm no longer a student, but students can go to and talk to them about things that they are going through that they cannot tell their peers because they may be ashamed of mockery.
Yeah.
Nowadays if you come out and say, "Oh, I need help," people are like, "Oh, you're a beggar," you know what I mean? But when we have a guidance counselor that we could easily go to and talk to, relay our struggles to, our mental health issues to, I think it's going to I'm not saying it's going to bring it to a maximum stop.
Yes, but it will reduce it.
It is definitely going to reduce it, So that is one coping mechanism I think that schools should put in place in all their schools. Maybe I don't know if it's the government that's going to do that, but I feel we should do that. I'm not so certain if we don't have them right now. Maybe some schools do, but I know some secondary schools do have them. Some secondary schools, some private universities do have them. Some guardians counselors, and because there was a time when I was looking for jobs that relates to my field of psychology. They said, "Oh, you could be guardians counselor, in university." No, they didn't say university. Said secondary schools, where students can come to you and talk to you about their life struggles and pains and all of that. But I'm not so certain if we have that in university. I really doubt. So I want to ask you now. I did go through my own struggles in school. I won't lie to you. It was really bad. I remember vividly 2015, 2016. I finished 2016. It was bad. That's what I'll say. It was really bad. But I overcame. But my brother who was in the University of Ilorin, he didn't overcome. He couldn't overcome. He died. He passed away, and one almost passed away as well. For you, did you ever experience economic hardship, and how did you scale through? And what would be your maybe possible solution or coping mechanisms? Maybe you had your own coping mechanisms in your school, and you could pass that on to the people listening, students listening right now. We've got Abraka just very close to us here, Delsu, so I'm pretty sure some people are listening. So if you had your own fair share of economic hardship in school, I'd like for you to share, and also the solution, or not really solution, because there isn't really a permanent solution to that, unless maybe, what I mean.
Yeah.
But there must be a coping mechanism. I had my own coping mechanism. You must have had your own coping mechanism.
Yeah.
So if you had one, please share. And first of all, share if you had any economic hardship and how you were able to overcome it.
Well, I would say for schools, generally university students, I would say out of 100%, like 80% of students would say we are all going through this economic hardship.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Back then in school, I would say, I went through something like that. Especially when I lost my dad. It was very, very hard. And it was towards my final year. So it was crazy. It was really, really hard. But I was able to cope because I didn't bottle up what I was feeling inside. I had people to share it with. I had friends, even my family. That I could share it with them. Okay, this is what I'm going through. This is what is going on. So how could they help? Even if it is not your own immediate family, it can be friends. Yeah. Even your close friends. Yeah. Because there are some of these students that once they start feeling things like that, they don't share it
at all. They bottle it in.
Yes, and it affects them mentally. Some even leads to depression, and at the end of the day, they start committing suicide. So things like that, when you start feeling this economic hardship, or you are feeling this mental stress, or anything going on, just open up to people, because you never can tell who would come out for you, who would help you out with what you're going through or dealing with. So that actually helped me a lot. Okay, you
came out to people, you talked to a lot of people about what you were going through.
Exactly, I came out.
And there was never a time that you were like mocked for it or looked down upon because of it?
No. Though there are times that when you open up to people, they will mock you or mock you, but that should not
stop you from but the people who, first of all, you have to be mentally strong, for you not to let things like that bother you, because come on, if you open up to somebody and then maybe you hear your story, you told somebody your story or what you're going through, and then you hear it in the mouth of someone else, and then maybe that person is mocking you with your story, not even necessarily the person you told. It's more like a betrayal of trust. I told you something about me, what I'm going through, and then you told somebody else. It takes a level of mental strength to be able to come out from that and still do it again. Talk to somebody else.
Why you have to choose those you speak to, your friends.
And that is exactly why I said we need guardians, counselors in universities. So basically, you were pretty lucky in school. If that's the word I could use, or I should use, you're pretty lucky in school that the people you talk to, they didn't look down upon you or look down on you because of it.
Yes.
So that's your own coping mechanism. I'm trying to think of something else that I can prefer for people, university students and even secondary school students as well, that they could use to come out of certain situations that they may be going through in school right now. Because then, when I had my own problem, my problem was, especially 2016 when I finished, was health. Right? I fell from a 3-story building, right, and broke both my legs. Right, so I was stranded alone. Everybody had traveled out, gone back to Nigeria. I was the only one there. My phone was, everything was. I didn't have any means of communication with anybody.
Wow, that's serious.
So it took a special grace of God for me to come out of that situation. And I don't want to go through religion, but if you not everybody's religious. So I don't want to preach religion. Not everybody's religious. I'm not very religious, right? But I had to be religious then because I didn't have anything. So it was just me and my holy book. I'm not even exaggerating. I read the entire scripture from the beginning till the end because I had nothing to do. It's a wrong reason to read your holy book, either the Bible or the Quran. It's a wrong reason to, because you're bored, right? You should read it because you want to learn something from me. You want to get something from me, right? But I had no choice at the time, so that was one of my coping mechanisms then in school when I finished. It could be any other person's coping mechanism. It could be your Quran, it could be your Bible, it could be even a normal book, it could be a novel, it could be anything basically. It could be movies too. Yeah, movies as well. Music is therapeutical.
Yeah,
Music is therapeutical. You could play yourself out of play yourself out of a bad mood, out of depression. By the end of the day, like I said, it's not permanent because it's going to solve your problem. You can't play yourself out of financial crisis in schools, out of owing school fees in school, But at the end of the day, for that point in time, listen to your favorite artist, watch your favorite movie, read your favorite books, listen to your favorite podcast, go on the internet, talk to friends like you said, friends who you trust, like, can keep secrets with them. If by God's grace we have guidance counselors in schools, I really want this to work. Guidance counselors in schools is going to be very important.
That point is very, very important.
If by God's grace,
a lot of students.
It will. We have that in school. Talk to a guidance counselor. I really want to know if we do have guidance counselors in schools, in the universities. I know for secondary schools, I know in particular one, that I left. I went to the school, but I left. It was after I left that I heard they employed a guidance counselor. But in the university, we have more people. And more people means more problems.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be one. It could be in each department because we've got different departments. So many. So I think different departments, different guidance counselors. So each department. It's very, very necessary. Very, very important that we have that because, trust me, people are going through a lot. We're talking about students now because this is Campus Crux. It's a school topic, a school show.
Yeah,
now, if you want to leave that and go into, we are going through a lot. Like things are
things are happening.
Crazy things, not even just normal things are happening. Crazy things are happening right now in Nigeria, and I hope that things get better. Honestly speaking, it's not a political program. I'm not gonna, push blames on anybody or call out anybody. But we hope things get better because things are not looking like they're gonna get better. Fuel price going up, telecommunications, you're increasing everything is going up.
Yeah.
US aid has stopped. HIV treatment has been put on hold. Everything, honestly speaking, let's hope and pray, my dear. I thank you so much, Juliet, for joining me on the show. And that will be all for today on Campus Crux. So do not forget, you should listen to Echo 91.1 FM, the refreshing voice of Nigeria. Midday Rendezvous, Timeless Thursday. I still remain Triple C on MIC. The next song I'll be leaving you with is from Lucky Dube, and he calls that one Mama. Again, one of my favorite songs from Lucky Dube. I do hope you enjoy yourself. And special shout out to, I didn't do, what's it called now? Wedding Wonders and Birthday Blast. So I just want to quickly give a special shout out to a few people. First of all, my niece, 1st of February, she celebrated her birthday. Belated happy birthday. The wife of our in-house engineer, that is Mrs. Happiness in Weston. Am I correct?
Yeah.
On the 11th, she will be celebrating her birthday. That is on Tuesday. Happy birthday in advance. And to Mr. Texas, whose birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday in advance. And to the goats of some people, I'm talking about Cristiano Ronaldo. He celebrated his birthday yesterday. Belated happy birthday. When is your birthday, Juliet? You did know? He did. When is your birthday, Juliet?
29 July. No, I don't celebrate birthdays. But...
Oh yeah, true. July, come on, July.
Yeah, July.
December is the best month. I'm just joking. And that'll be all. I'm leaving you in the hands of Lucky Dube, and he calls that one Mama. Enjoy.